Alright, what's up Cosmonauts? It's your boy Cosmo, and my oh my guys. It has been exactly 2 months, or approximately 2 months I should say, since I last had streamed. For my YouTube viewers, I did just upload a couple of shorts and food review videos, but excluding those, it feels like I haven't been here in months. 2 months I should say. Hopefully you guys are having a great Saturday so far. And boy do I have a lot of explaining to do, guys. Once again do I have a lot of explaining to do as to why I've been gone for 2 months. I can't even talk. But before we get into that, I just need to do a few things really quick, guys. I just need to do a few things really quick. Man, do I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. As you guys can see from the title of this live stream, there's so much that I have to update you guys on. First thing that's on the title of this stream, it's quite a story. It is quite a story. The second thing on the title of this, that one's also another story that might be hard for me to talk about. Hold on, it's not. Well, anyways. And, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did just get a new chair. That's another thing that's new since I've been gone. My chair is much smaller because this is a different chair, and I'm sure you guys can see my cat in the background behind my back. Sorry. Wow. But yeah, the second thing that I wanted to talk about does involve him. And then last but not least, the third and final thing on the title of the stream. Something positive for once. Yeah, finally something positive that I can talk about. Oh, okay. I thought my cat wanted to be on the chair with me. I guess not. Okay then. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great Saturday so far. Once time goes by into the stream and maybe a few people join in, then I can talk about, or I can update you guys more in depth as to why I was gone for 2 months. chair, or I'm not sitting on a chair, but that's because my new chair is much smaller. The last one that I had, it was getting old. I had it for almost 7 years. Number one, the seat was getting flat. Number two, my cat scratched the leather off of it. So I figured it's time for a new chair. I'm definitely one of those people who makes things last until they almost break down before replacing it with a new one. That's how I am with my phones and my other electronics. I'm curious, are you guys like that too with your stuff? Do you just make your shit last until it almost breaks? I know I kept the old one. Sorry guys, I had to check something on a second longer. To be honest, with this new chair that I have, I feel like I can actually sit up straight. With the other one was bigger, but the thing is, it was a little too big for me. What I mean by that is that because it's so big, because it was so big, it was easy for me to slouch. You know what I mean? And that makes it harder for me to sit up. And the seat was getting flat, and then my butt would be sore because of the metal piece on the bottom. To me, it felt like I was sitting on rocks. But it's too bad because this new computer chair that I have, because it's small, there's not enough space for my cat to sit on. When I'm working from home, my cat likes to sit behind me on the chair when I'm working. Because I know that's his safe spot. Which I always do with him. I think it's adorable that he does that. Sitting behind me when I'm, he sits behind me on the back of the seat. If you guys know what I'm trying to say. Hold on, hang on. Let me try and break it down for you guys so you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's say this part of my hand right here is the front part of the seat of my chair, and then this is the back. My cat will be sitting right here as I'm sitting down working from home, and my butt would be not necessarily on the edge of the front of the seat, but kind of in the middle, so that way my cat can lay down. He has a little bit of space on the computer chair, or on the seat of the chair. That's what I was trying to say. And I can still concentrate when I'm working when he does that. I mean, it's not like I have meetings or video calls or anything like that. No. Your boy is self-employed, so I don't have a boss. I don't have a boss that can micromanage me, thank God. And I don't have coworkers. Thank God too. I ain't doing any of that shit, man. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I hope I'm not talking too quiet for you guys, or hopefully the game isn't too loud for you guys. You guys let me know if the game is too loud or if I'm talking too quiet. I'm not sure about you guys, but I can't say that I have anything planned for Memorial Day weekend. Oh, speaking of holidays. Speaking of holidays, hopefully your guys' Easter and Mother's Day were good too. Considering that I was gone for 2 months, streaming wise, not social media wise. I didn't do anything too eventful on Easter and Mother's Day, which I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, I didn't do anything too eventful. You know you're getting older. You know you're getting older when you prefer to stay at home, which I'm not complaining about. Hello there, Diamond D. I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing your username. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Story of my life. Well, this is the end of the line, probably. You know I want to be captured, so I can get double fighter, but I can't do that right now because this is my last one. Oh shit. It sucks because I need 40,000 points before I can get an extra life, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'll be damned if I do. Like I said, I can't say that I have anything planned for Memorial Day. just curious. Nice. Thank God my cat is sleeping right now. Because I'm trying to concentrate right now. That's why I'm not saying much. Alright, hold up. I don't wanna jinx myself. I'm not gonna jinx myself. Wait a minute. Okay. I finally got an extra life. I thought for sure I was gonna be a goner. There, now I can do this. I thought for sure I was gonna get a game over. You'll have no idea how pissed I would be if I accidentally shot my captured fighter. I would be really pissed. And once again, I cheat death. You guys are probably thinking, what do you mean by you cheated death again? Or once again, I've cheated death. Well, I do have a little story. Yesterday, I was coming home from my solo date. I went to a Burger King, and then after a Burger King, I went to Walmart to buy eye drops because I was running out. And then when I was about, I want to say 2 or 3 minutes away from home on a bicycle, I almost got run over. Yeah, I almost got run over. Apparently there was a gray car on my left side. I was pedaling on the sidewalk. And I was about to cross the street. This stupid driver had the audacity to make a right turn as I was about to cross, without noticing me. Luckily I didn't get hurt, and luckily I didn't crash into their car because I reacted in time. So let's say this was me, and then this was the car. I was going straight ahead, and I was about to cross. They had the audacity to go towards my right. And luckily I had time to react. So it was like this, and then as I had enough time to react, I make a hard right, just to make sure I don't crash into their right front door. And why am I surprised? Why am I not surprised that I got a game over right there? But anyways, back to the story. They didn't honk their horn at me. They didn't honk their horn at me because they know they weren't paying attention. They were probably making a phone call or looking at Instagram or posting something on Facebook while they were driving. I don't know how drivers are in other states, but if you live in the state of Arizona, you would understand how some stupid drivers are in the state of Arizona. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to mentally process that story that I just told. I was just thinking about how if I didn't react in time, I would have been in the hospital for sure. Or worse. Yesterday, that would have been my last day on Earth. And trust me, I've had some near-death experiences that I'm not gonna get into. Because apparently I am a very lucky person when it comes to death or experiences like that. I died from one of the slowest ghosts in this game, Clyde. Out of all ghosts, I had to die from the slowest ghost in here, Clyde. I wouldn't be as mad if it was Blinky or Pinky, the pink and the red one. But from Clyde, the orange one, that's really bad. But you know what they say, you can't outsmart stupidity. Whoever said that is not lying. The turquoise one, on the other hand, Inky. Inky is the assist, the ambusher, the help, the rebound. The sidekick. Alright, I'm just waiting until they come my way. There we go, that's what I was trying to go for. Oh, no, I don't think so. The hell do you think you're going? You ain't going nowhere. Shit. No, literally shit, because these rocks, they look like shit. Gotcha. Gotcha. Lucky bastard. Alright, I did that because I thought I was gonna go through the dirt. But I guess not. Huh? Oh. For real? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It didn't, that didn't get him? Okay, so that time it worked, but last time, nah. Nah, it didn't work last time. Alright, y'all are about to find out why I don't drive. Fuck. See, this is why I don't drive. Anybody who knows me knows I don't like driving. Nope, see, I was about to do it again. I die involves a car crash. Because remember that story I was telling you guys about how I almost got run over? Well, since I don't like driving and I've had so many close calls of almost getting run over, I would not be surprised if that's how I die from a car accident. I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid, when I used to play this game, I would always get second, third, or maybe fourth on purpose, just to listen to that song that was playing. I thought for sure I was gonna crash right there. I don't have a good feeling about this one. I don't. Told you. Alright, well, I got lucky. But still, I don't have a good feeling about this. Oh, you son of a bitch. I hate when the cars are in the middle, because then I can't get through. See, and I almost crashed right there. My cat is so cute when he's sleeping. Yeah, my cat is so cute when he's sleeping. And I have no idea. I don't know if you guys have heard, but I don't know why my dogs are barking for. I swear, my dogs, they'll bark at any sound that they hear. They'll literally bark at a garbage bag floating in the wind, and they would start barking. And I mean really loud, just for no reason. They'll hear a car drive by on the road where my neighborhood is, and they'll go crazy. And if you guys are wondering why I'm looking down, it's because I'm about to share my stream on my Instagram and my TikTok. Snapchat, I mean. So that's why I'm looking down. And then after this, I'm gonna go into the details of the stuff that I'm gonna update you guys on in the title of the stream. I'm gonna be talking about everything regarding the title of the stream. First off, I did bump into somebody who I used to have feelings for. That's number one. Number two, my cat did get a certain surgery. And let's just say the recovery was mentally hard for me, and I'm sure was physically hard for him. And then last but not least, something to end off the stream on a more positive note. And it has something to do with extra money. Yeah, it's got something to do with money. But I'll save that for last. Save the good stuff for last. You know, I'd rather save the good stuff for last. Hold on, guys. I just have to share this on my social medias, and then we can get into the stories of where I've been for the last 2 months. Okay, I shared it on my Instagram, which link in my bio, my Instagram. Same with my my Snapchat. The link is in my bio as well. So if you guys want to know what I do when I'm not streaming or uploading videos, and you want to see more of my daily activities, all my social medias are in my About Me or in my bio. Everything from Instagram, Snapchat. I don't remember if my TikTok is in there. Hold on, I'm checking to see if my TikTok is in my About Me on my Twitch. No, I guess it's not. Well, either way, my Instagram and my Snapchat, they're in my About Me on my Twitch. And if you're watching from YouTube, it should be in the description of this live stream. Boy, I'm definitely looking forward to talking about what happened in April. Boy, do I have some tea for what I'm about to talk about. So hopefully you guys got snacks, you got popcorn, or whatever else you guys like to eat. Hopefully you have your tea, your coffee, whatever else you guys got. what? Y'all are about to know the tea revolving the first thing that's mentioned on the title of my stream. I'll give you a hint. It's two letters, E and X. All right, here we go. So it was, I think it was around Easter in early April. I was going to, I don't remember if I was gonna buy something that I needed, or if I was just shopping around, because I always like to go on solo dates on Fridays, every Friday. Just so I can, you know, get out of the house and, you know, just enjoy some me time. That way I'm not always stuck in the house all day. Whether that's going out to eat fast food or going to the mall, going for coffee. I think it was a couple of days before Easter Monday, so it was. So I was going on a solo date to go eat at I think at a McDonald's or something. It was probably McDonald's. Then I went to Walmart so I can buy me a little something as a, you know, as a little something for myself, because it was Easter. I was craving chocolate. It was one of those oversized chocolates that are the size of an Easter bunny. Because why not? It looked good. And I figured, well, since I've been single for the rest of my life, I don't need a man to buy me shit on certain holidays when I can just buy it myself. You guys are probably thinking, wait, you've been single your whole life? So then why do you have the word X in the title of your stream? I won't lie to you guys. That was, my intention was to clickbait y'all. That was clickbait. You almost thought I was talking about an ex-partner. No. This ex of mine is not an ex-boyfriend. When I say ex, I mean ex-coworker, not ex-boyfriend. And yes, that was part of, again, that was my intention, to clickbait you guys. It was just clickbait. See, ex can really mean anything. Ex doesn't have to mean ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-husband, or ex-wife. No. Ex can mean almost anything. Ex-coworker, ex-manager, ex-best friend. Ex-mentor. Literally anything. It doesn't have to just be relationships. Or maybe even ex-customer. Just anything. Or anyone. But anyways, there was this ex-coworker who I used to have feelings for about 6 years ago. I did have a crush on him, but unfortunately, he's one of those gay guys who doesn't look or act like he's gay. And the mindset that I have when it comes to dating is that to me, if a guy doesn't act or look like he's gay, I just assume that he's straight until proven otherwise. So basically, I have the mentality of straight until proven otherwise, or straight until proven that he's gay. As I didn't want to risk flirting with a straight man and then potentially getting discriminated or being called the F word, which I can't say on Twitch, but only I can say the F word. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But since I'm gay, I'm allowed to say that word. And Hoodies94, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. But like I said, since I'm gay, I'm allowed to say the F word. That's like calling an African American the N word. You just can't say shit like that to certain people. Or that's like saying the R word to a disabled person. You just can't say shit like that to somebody or to certain people. Or you can't say words like that to certain people. And not only was I afraid to make the first move, because I have autism, so I don't do well with initiating conversations or talking to people in general. Oh, what's up, Sean? I didn't even know that was you. How are you? I didn't even know you had a Twitch, to be honest with you. I'm doing pretty good too. Alright, as I was saying, this guy who I had a crush on, he's one of those gay guys who doesn't act or look like he was straight, and I just assumed he was straight until proven otherwise. Because I just didn't want to risk flirting with a straight man and then potentially being called the F word, which I can't say on Twitch because I don't want to get banned or something. He and I worked in the same department. It was at a Walmart. It was the online grocery department where you place online orders for your groceries. Yeah. And I'll admit, I was in love with this dude, and I mean in love. Just like me, he is a nerd, and personality-wise, he does remind me of SpongeBob. You know, always smiling, always happy, optimistic, enthusiastic. He's a very happy-go-lucky person, and that was what attracted to me. And I did like that he was a nerd as well. He likes a lot of the same stuff as I do. He does like video games. He is a liberal Democrat, which I am as well. Thank God. It's like I can't do MAGA. I don't do MAGA. Yeah, thank God he's Democrat. And I liked his sense of humor. He was a sweet boy when I met him. And he and I instantly connected. Mainly because before I moved at that online grocery department, which was a promotion of mine when I used to work at Walmart. It was a promotion. I used to be a shelf stalker at Walmart. Because I already, within a year after working as a shelf stalker, I already knew my own local Walmart at the back of my hand. I knew where shit was. They always put me at almost every department or aisle in the store, so I knew my local Walmart on the back of my hand. And that's why they promoted me as an online grocery shopper. But he and I instantly connected, not just as coworkers, but as friends as well. Yeah, I don't work with him. I just happened to bump into him literally about a month ago. It was rather awkward, but we'll get into that part because this is a long ass story. This goes all the way back to 6 years ago. And it's gonna be all over the place too. Shit. But yeah, after months of him and I working together and being friends, my feelings were growing stronger for him, and I still have yet to figure out if he was gay. And also, my fear was that if I flirted with him or asked him out and he said no, I I thought for sure that things would get awkward between us because we would see each other at work every single day, and I've learned to not mix business with pleasure and vice versa. Because I've been there before. I am definitely all for not mixing friends and relationship with work and vice versa. And it's really awkward when you have conflict with a friend of yours or a partner who works in the same position as you are, and if you guys happen to see each other at work every day when you guys have conflict outside of your jobs, that shit is awkward. So then months go by, and then after a year, when COVID was at its worst, from 2020 to 2021, that job was taking a mental toll on me. So I ended up quitting that job. And then fast forward to 2024. It was October 2024. I did notice that he was kissing another boy. Now I've seen this other boy that he was seen in my ex coworker Snapchat stories, but I didn't think anything of it. I just thought he was, he was just a friend. Until I did see a Snapchat story of him kissing this other boy. That's when I lost it. I fucking lost it. I cried. Not just because he was kissing another boy, but I was more upset that that I had that I had the chance to ask him out. It was I was literally right there to asking him out and have him be mine. I had my chance and I didn't even take it, all because of fear. Not just fear of rejection, but also fear of potentially being discriminated at work or at my old job. All because this ex coworker of mine didn't look gay or act like he was. Let's just say my gaydar is very weak. I can never tell if a guy is straight or gay. Because I know looks can be deceiving. And also I don't like to assume people's sexualities just by their looks or their personalities or shit like that. So after seeing that Snapchat story of him, my ex coworker kissing his current boyfriend, or his boyfriend now fiance, that's when I told him that I had feelings for him. I said, "Hey, yeah, there's something I gotta tell you. Something I should have said a long time ago. I had feelings for you about 5 years ago. Now, currently 6 years." I can see that you already have a boyfriend, and I don't expect anything from you. I just figured I would let you know right now because I had no idea that you were gay, and I just wanted to get this off my chest because it was slowly mentally killing me, and I didn't want to keep it from you any longer. And I saw that he read my Snapchat message. I told this to him on Snapchat. I saw he read my message. And then what do you know? He decides to leave me on red. I'm more upset that he ignored me. And then from October 2024 to April 2025, he and we went no contact. And no, I don't have a PS5 by the way. Sorry, I just now seen it. Yeah, it is. It's rough. So he and I go 6 months of no contact. What's weird is that despite him ghosting me and avoiding me on social media, I know for a fact he was seeing my Snapchat stories. And I caught him stalking my TikTok. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. TikTok does let you know when someone stalks your page and vice versa. So he has the nerve to avoid me and just leave me hanging and then stalk me on social media. No hey, not even a hey, how are you? You know, are you doing okay since you know, your confession? No, none of that. I even did that for him. I tried reaching out to him just to make sure that he's, you know, doing okay and that he's processed my confession and that if he and I can still at least be friends. But he didn't want that. So then I go on to TikTok and I confronted him about how he's stalking my social medias, but yet he ignores me every time I message him. I asked him, hey, you know, I see that you're still seeing myself on social media, and that you know, I've been messaging you there, and you don't even respond. So what's your deal? And that, oh, I don't appreciate that you're ignoring me on purpose, and that if you want to talk about it, we can talk. And then after that confrontation, that's when I got pissed. I said, you know what, dude? Screw you. I mean, I tried being nice to you. I tried checking in on you, and you still ignored me. I'm like, okay, well, if he wants to be like that, then that's on him. Yeah, there was a confrontation, but this was on TikTok. But I'll get into when I bumped into him in person. I'll get to that part later on. And then after I confronted him on TikTok, he has the nerve to block me on there. He didn't even say a word, and on Snapchat as well. And then fast forward another 3 4 months later. This was last year in July August of 2025. I noticed that he didn't block me on Discord, which was weird. Either he forgot that he and I were still friends on Discord, or he just doesn't use it. I'm gonna assume he just didn't use it for a while, just because he was in a relationship. So he probably doesn't have a lot of time to be playing video games when he's dating somebody, and that's understandable. I tried messaging him a couple of times on there, but no confrontation this time. I tried asking him on Discord if he was okay. Is he still, or are you still mad at me, or can we at least talk this out without any confrontation or drama or whatsoever? Now I don't know for sure if he read the messages, because I don't think Discord lets you know if someone had read your message. But I'm going to assume he did see them, but he just chose not to respond or acknowledge them. Now let's go to September 2025. I try to make things right with him by buying him a $75 digital gift card from GameStop. Just to make things right, and that was my way of apologizing for making him uncomfortable by my confession, and if it made him feel awkward, if he truly didn't have feelings for me. So I sent him the digital gift card, and I told him happy birthday, which ironically, he and I have the same birthday months. It's September. Yes, so he and I are both Virgos, which would explain his no response, his no responses. And not even a single thank you or apology accepted from him. No, nothing. And I won't lie. I was being petty by checking to see if he had used the gift card. Luckily, he hasn't. And I was being petty when I did this, but I did end up using it before he could. Only because he didn't say thank you when I told him happy birthday and thank you for the gift card. And I thought that would be the end of that. I thought that would be the end of me and him. Just when I thought things were over between him and I. And that's when I blocked him on Discord. Alright, now we come to the part where I see him in person for the first time since I last tried messaging him last year in September. No, he didn't respond when I sent him the gift card. Not a single reply. And now here comes the interesting part, where he and I bump into each other at the same Walmart where I used to work at. Alright, it was around Easter. I wanted to buy myself a little something. I wanted to buy me those bunny-shaped, oversized chocolates, because, why not? They looked really good. As I was about to walk out of the store and buy all the stuff that I need, As I was walking out of the Easter aisle, I did notice that there was a young white man, short brown hair, glasses, who was average build. And when you know, it's him. He and I walked past each other, and he didn't even say anything to me. Not a single hi, hello, hey Cosmo, which is not my real name, by the way. My real name is Damien. I just don't like using my real name, or I don't like my real name at all. But yeah, he and I walked past each other, not once, but twice, but on 2 different days. And he didn't say a single word to me. Not only is he ignoring me on social media, but he's ignoring me in person as well. Because he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, I go by Cosmo. But there you have it. That's how I bumped into my ex-coworker twice in the same Walmart that he and I used to work at. He still works there. He does still work there, surprisingly. He's probably been there for about 7 years. Yeah, it was quite a story. It just really sucks. I just thought he not only was a true friend, but it also sucks because it's partially on me too, just because I didn't shoot my shot with him, all because he doesn't act a certain way or look a certain way. In terms of sexuality, and I definitely should have at least shoot my shot with him when I had the chance. Even if he was straight or if he didn't feel that way about me, but the least he could have done was at least communicate. He could have just said, "Hey, yeah, I appreciate you. I'm flattered that you have a crush on me and all that, but if you could at least respect the fact that I'm already in a relationship, or that I don't feel that way about you and I just see you as a friend, then he and I we still would have been friends. There would have been no problem with that. All I wanted from him was communication. That was it. All I wanted was closure, but him ignoring me twice in person and many times on social media, that was the closure. That's my answer right there. And if that's how he acts during conflict, if he doesn't have the balls to deal with conflict, then I'm definitely glad that he and I didn't date at all. And he has a fiance now, so I almost feel bad for his fiance. If my ex coworker can't handle conversations like that or any type of conflict, I don't think that marriage of his is gonna last. So I think I just dodged a bullet right there with my ex coworker. I think I dodged a bullet right there. I think the universe had saved me. No, I don't play Fortnite. Oh, my favorite song by Lady Gaga. There are a lot of songs I like by Lady Gaga, but if I had to choose one and one only, it would be Just Dance, because that was the first song that got me into Lady Gaga. I think I was maybe 10 or 11 when I first heard her. Probably 2008 or 2009. My mom used to always play music by either Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Beyonce, Gwen Stefani. A lot of female pop singers. Maybe that's what turned me gay into the first place. Maybe that was my gay awakening. Well, that and the underwear aisle. But yes, Just Dance. That was the song that got me into Lady Gaga. Cool. I was born in 2000. My favorite Lady Gaga song is Hold My Hand, which she wrote and performed for Top Gun Maverick. I've yet to hear of. I've heard to hear about that song, or I've yet to listen to that song. Hold My Hand. Is it a newly released song that Lady Gaga wrote, or was that released many years ago? And I was born in 1997. It came out when Top Gun movie came out. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Top Gun Maverick, 2022. And then Hold My Hand by Lady Gaga. Okay, so it was released in 2022. Both the movie and the song. Neat. And you am I crazy, or did you see Lady Gaga perform at some point? I feel like you have. Ah, you saw her perform toward the end of March. And how was that show? I bet she was amazing. Yeah, okay, I already read that. I also saw her perform when she did the Chromatica ball tour. Nice. And how was that show? They were both great. Oh, I bet they were. Yes, they gave me Tinkerbell. I didn't want to do that. Shit. I've yet to see Lady Gaga perform in person. I do want to one day. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and I don't think I don't remember I don't ever recall her touring in Phoenix, Arizona. Sweet. You should definitely watch the Chromatica Ball movie on HBO. It's great. Is is our Queen Gaga in that movie? It's one of her concert movies. Oh, I should definitely watch that. Yeah, I will. Okay, now that story one is out of the way, story number two, my cat got neutered. My cat is currently 9 months old. The reason why I decided to get my cat neutered is because let's just say he had a an incident where he sprayed urine in my face. Yes, you did hear that right. My own cat sprayed urine in my face, and that was the reason why I had to get him neutered. He's lucky he didn't get any in my eyes. Let's just say he has a habit of playing with the curtains and the blinds in my room. I don't know. I think what made him spray urine is that I yelled at him to stop playing with the curtains or the blinds in my room. And I guess he got scared because I yelled at him to stop playing with the curtains or in my room. This was when I was sleeping, so I was tired when this happened, and it wasn't just once or twice when I told him to stop. It was numerous times, and I was half asleep. Yeah, no worries, Sean. Def- Thank you for stopping by. But like I was saying, He's lucky he didn't get any pee in my eyes. I felt his butt area on my nose. Luckily, I closed my eyes before he could spray. This was on a Saturday, and I think I took him in on a Monday or a Monday or a Tuesday. I don't remember. Not only do I go in for, not only do I go to take Domino, my cat, in for a neutering consultation, but also an annual checkup. I've had him since October, and I figured, you know what? It's since I'm already here, I might as well let them give him a checkup, as I've had him for 7 months. It's time now. And then 2 weeks later, he goes in for his neutering, and I was already nervous on that day, because I knew he was gonna be in pain and be in recovery for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, but no, it ended up being just 1 week. I knew his recovery wasn't gonna be easy. They had to put him in a cone after his surgery, and I knew he was gonna be very sad from wearing the cone and having to go through the surgery. It was just very sad to see him like that. Luckily, he's back to his old self, thank God. He had to wear the cone for about a week, and I wasn't supposed to let him run around, jump, and play. And another thing was that feeding him and giving him water, I thought I was gonna have a hard time giving him food and water, but no, luckily with that cone he was able to sort of stretch to eat and drink water. And him going to the bathroom in his litter box, that was tricky. He's fully potty trained, but I had to always drag him to his litter box every couple of hours, just to make sure that he pees and poops properly. The first 2 days, I think the first 2 days he was constipated, and I was getting worried. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, you know what? Let me give it at least 48 hours before he can make a bowel movement. And thank God, after 2 days, yeah, on the third day he did. Thank God, I was getting worried. The veterinarians said that it was normal for him to not have the urge to eat or drink water on the first day. I'm sure his appetite and his thirst for water was much lower on the first day. And I think around the fourth or fifth day, his energy was slowly getting back to normal. I noticed that he was more mobile. I was like, okay, he's moving in the right direction. He was moving in the right direction. So I was feeling a little bit better, but it was still depressing to see him in a cone and not be his usual self. Because Domino is my whole world. He happened to show up in my life after a hard year, because 2025 was a difficult year for me. I hated that year. Where was I in the story? Oh yeah, I talked about how Domino came into my life when I was going through a hard year, which he was. I guess the cat distribution system is real. Not that I ever thought that it wasn't, but I'm just saying. The cat distribution system had chosen me. Domino not only saved me mentally, but during his recovery, I saved him physically. When Domino first came into my life, I loved him. I was already attached to him, and I'm sure he felt the same way too. Oh no, not this one. I do see him as my own son. I don't see him as practice for when I have regular children. No, I'm not gonna have real kids. Domino, he is my kid, and I would never do that to him. No, I'm definitely keeping him as my own as my own child. He's not practice to me. To me he's the final destination. He's the real deal. He's currently sleeping right now as we speak, as I'm talking about him. was gonna turn into a flapjack. That's another word for pancake, if you guys don't know what a flapjack is. Remember how I said this chair makes it easy for me to sit up? Well, that's a lie. I'm pretty sure I was slouching for the past 30-ish minutes when I was telling the story about my ex-coworker. Or it wouldn't surprise me if I was slouching. When you have autism, it's hard for me to sit up or sit properly, or maybe even sit still, because I do fidget when I'm sitting down for too long. Because, you know, blood circulation and blood flow and all that. Gotcha, bitch. Mm-hmm. Who do you think you are? The Roadrunner from Looney Tunes, which there is a new movie about, something about the Looney Tunes. I think it's called Acme versus Coyote or something like that. And honestly, I didn't even think they were gonna make a movie about characters about the Looney Tunes. I was never into Looney Tunes like that. But I did watch it a couple of times when I was a kid. I think my mom made me watch it somehow. Maybe she liked it when she was a kid. Little bitches. If I can make fried chicken out of you, I would. Wow, I had that little gun and I didn't even use it. Look, these little bitches. They think they're all that just because they can fly. Stupid bitch. Oh, that's right, I was telling a story and I got sidetracked. That's also another sign of how I'm neurodivergent. I do get sidetracked by things. But yeah, the day 4, day 5, Domino was slowly becoming normal, at least energy-wise. And yes, of course, food and his food and eating and bathroom habits were normal, apart from me having to bring him to his litter box and his mobility being limited because he was wearing the cone. He has jumped on my pet a couple of times, which he knows he's not supposed to do that when he's recovering. Because I didn't want him to hurt himself. And during his recovery, I had to hide all of his toys, just so he won't hurt himself while he's recovering. Or that way, the incision in his personal area doesn't, that way it doesn't rip open and then he starts bleeding. That's what I was worried about the most, because I know how playful he can be and hyper. I literally had to tell him, "Oh, stop jumping," or "Don't do this, don't do that." Yeah, I'm officially a full-time cat dad now. He kept me sane from all my endeavors in 2025, and now it's my turn to repay him. And now it's my turn to repay him back. Around day 6, day 7, I can tell for a fact he wanted to, cuddle with me and play and, just go back to normal. But just to be safe, I still had to keep the cone on him. Because I'm sure my veterinarians, they'll be able to, they'll for sure tell me when it would be safe for him to get rid of the cone. Oh, and I did forget to mention that I had to sleep on the floor with him for 8 days straight, because he does like to sleep on my bed, and I know for a fact how much he likes to sleep next to me. I couldn't bring him on the bed with me just in case if he needs food, water, or use the bathroom, as he wasn't supposed to jump off of high places. But at the same time, I didn't want to sleep on the bed, even though the floor was uncomfortable as hell, because then he won't feel safe when he's not sleeping next to me. So I slept on the carpet, even though it was uncomfortable, but I did it just for him. Yep, I made myself uncomfortable just so he can be comfortable. But obviously I don't have to do that no more, because he's back to his normal self 100%. His post-op was on Wednesday. I did forget to mention. So it's been 4 days since his post-op appointment, and I'm sure he was happy once the cone finally came off, and that he was sleeping on the nice comfortable bed and not on the carpet. And hopefully after that neuter procedure of his, he doesn't spray pee anymore. Got you, little bitch. Think you're all that just because you can run and fly simultaneously, huh? That big rock, that giant ass rock looks like shit. What do you mean hurry up? What do you mean hurry up? I I literally had one enemy left. She's talking about hurry up for. Okay, after I finish this game, I'm gonna end the stream here. Cause I usually stream for about 2 hours. Yeah, that's my sweet spot for streams. 2 hours minimum. Sometimes 3 or 4 if I have the energy to do that. Mental energy, I should say. Or if I have a lot of shit to talk about. See, this is one of my favorite things about streaming less frequently. I feel that when I stream less often, I have a lot of things to update you guys about instead of just doing it almost every single day. Then I wouldn't know what to talk about. I've never seen this before. I've never seen that before. I would get him, but the enemy was more important. I've been playing this exact game for 20 plus years and I've never seen that before. I really gotta bleach my roots. I keep telling myself over and over again, I gotta bleach my roots, I gotta bleach my roots. Because my natural hair is coming. This is what I like to call recession hair. When you can't afford to do anything with your hair, so you just make do with your least attractive look in terms of hairstyles. Even though we're not in a recession yet, not yet, but it wouldn't surprise me if we do. But it just feels like we are in one. I like how it tells me to hurry up even though the music is still normal. This little bitch. How the hell did I even get, what is that, 600,000? Yeah, I sounded like a snake right there. I don't know how I got 600,000 points, almost 700k. You little bitch. Basically, every enemy here is referred as a little bitch by me. Again, sidetracked by the story, once again. But yes, Wednesday was Domino's post-op follow-up. It was safe for him to take off the cone. And that's when I finally let him play with his toys. I'm sure he's probably wondering where they've been. But I hit them just so I can protect him from getting hurt. Well, that didn't do anything. That didn't do shit. Oh, I almost got everybody. No, excuse me. Where do you think you're going? No! You're not going anywhere. Who said you can leave? Who said you were dismissed? There's always that one teacher who says the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. And then the next teacher that you go to in class, they wonder why you were late. Oh, well, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so wouldn't let us leave. Because apparently they are the bell to our next class. That just makes no sense. That right there is the child equivalent to clocking out very early. The bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. Or, you're only meant to clock out at 5 p.m., not at 4:51. Sounds like a bazooka or a machine gun or something. I don't know. That's the mama dragon. And those are her babies. You know what? To be honest with you guys, this right here, this is so much better than therapy. Because you guys know how I was talking about that story with my ex-coworker? Well, even just talking to a friend is just as good as therapy. See, when I vent, I don't expect the other person to have advice for me or tell me what I should do. Even just listening to them and them validating me is all I really need. And that plus going on solo dates and being with my cat. Okay, since I'm about halfway done with this game, it's time that I tell one final story. Something positive this time. I did get a pay raise at my current job. For those that don't know, or I feel like a lot of you don't know what I do for a living, which is obviously not Twitch or YouTube, that's for sure. Unfortunately, I'm an AI data annotator. And I'm sure a job like that is very controversial, given that AI data centers consume a lot of electricity and water, and that AI is taking a lot of entry-level jobs, which I'm aware of. But that's not what I want to do as a career. I'm just doing that until I can make it on YouTube and Twitch. It reminds me of Squidward. He says, "No thanks," in that one episode where the original fry cook, Jim, he says we should open up our own restaurant or something like that. And then Squidward goes, "No thanks. I'm just doing this until my clarinet career takes off." Which that's exactly what I'm doing with my with my AI annotation job. I'm just doing that because number one, I can work from home full time. Yeah, number one, I work fully remote as an AI data annotator, and number two, it's a self-employment job. So working remotely it's non-negotiable for me. For my mental health, because of toxic jobs that I've had. And number two, I'm a full-time cat dad, and I don't want to be paying strangers to look after my cat. If I was to work in person or as an employee, because that's paying for a pet sitter would be expensive down the road in the long run. That shit's gonna add up. But anyways, let's get into the positive story. Pardon my rants. I am a Virgo, so everything has to be perfect for me. I'm a perfectionist. As a Virgo, it's easy for me to focus too much on the negatives rather than the positives. But anyways, positive. I did get a pay raise at my AI data annotation job. It was about a year ago when I got promoted as an AI data annotator. I currently work at this company called Prolific. It specializes in AI research and even AI development. I started off as I guess as a research contributor, where I participate in academic surveys involving the development of AI and even testing out AI chatbots. But it was in Easter 2025 when I got promoted as an data annotator for AI. I started off at $20 an hour with that promotion of mine last year. And now that it's been over a year, I did get a $5 pay raise, so instead of 20 an hour, I'm now at 25 an hour. And I could really use some extra money. And perfect timing because of inflation and whatnot. It's getting worse again because of Mr. You know who as our president, who's doing stupid shit. Definitely perfect timing. And I'm glad I don't have a car. Cause I don't drive, and I don't gotta worry about gas. put that extra money in from my pay raise to good use. That promotion of mine slash pay raise, that's gonna go towards vet expenses for my domino, solo dates, traveling, and I did put it to good use for buying myself the Nintendo Switch 2, and thank God I bought it before all this bullshit with tariffs. I had to buy it sooner than I anticipated, or wait until it was on sale for about a year or 2 years after it was released. But I'm not paying tariffs. So I had to buy it sooner. Stuck here forever. Alright, I got 2 more worlds, including this one left. So I'm nearly done with this game. And there you guys have it. Those are all the stories that I've had when I was gone for 2 months. Oh, and I also did see that Super Mario Galaxy movie over a month ago. And honestly, I loved it much more than the first Mario movie. I still like the first Mario movie, but I just like the Galaxy one better. There were more references from Mario games. And plus, there was Bowser Jr., Yoshi, and surprisingly, of course, can't forget about Rosalina. Can't forget about her. And Princess Daisy? Wasn't expecting her to make a cameo at the very end. The Great Wart from Super Mario 2. And last but not least, was not expecting this, but Fox McCloud was in it. I did not expect Fox McCloud to be in that movie. I wonder what the third movie is going to be a reference to in terms of Mario games. And I remember Charlie Day, the voice of Luigi from the Mario movies, say that he is down to do a Luigi's Mansion themed movie. I wonder if that's going to be the next concept. But instead of saving Mario, just like in the Luigi's Mansion games, Daisy will be the one to be saved from Luigi. And this is when Luigi will shoot his shot with Daisy. As Luigi did say, oh, well, I hope either Peach or Rosalina has a friend for me. Well, that friend that Luigi was referring to will be Daisy. And he doesn't even know yet, at least in the movies, not in the games. But yeah, poor Mario, he fumbled Princess Peach by giving her a handshake when Peach wanted a hug. Kind of reminds me of me and my love life. Come on, bitches. Shit, I was gonna get that rain thingy. What the hell are you doing? Are you self-sucking? What is that enemy at the top doing? They must be self-sucking or doing some other bullshit. I don't care. I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that. I don't care. It definitely looked like they were self-sucking. Alright, obviously I can't put the word self-sucking in the title. It's apparently Twitch. Apparently Twitch is a bit sensitive. There you go. Doing something a little sus. As a Gen Z, I don't use slang like that anymore. That's how you know I'm getting older. I think when COVID had hit, that's when I stopped keeping up with slang. Or at least I stopped using it. Don't get me started on the word unk. Cause I'm already at the age of yeah, I'm already at that unk stage in terms of age. But that's okay. The younger Gen Zs, don't worry, it'll be your guys' turn next to be unk, and then you guys won't like that either. Okay, this one just tells you to hurry up by default. There we go, I'm invincible now. I should have 10 levels left. After this one, I'll be doing the last batch of levels. Okay, I need to bleach my roots. And then after that, I don't have any blue. next colors I want to do are either green or purple. I'd rather do purple because my hair is kind of green at the bottom, but it's actually turquoise. It's not blue anymore. It's turquoise now. And I know for a fact the green is gonna turn turquoise eventually, or if not blue. You know, something different. So I'm gonna have turquoise in the middle and on the bottom, and then purple at the top. But I know for a fact it's gonna fade into magenta. So I'll have magenta and turquoise hair. They squeak. Self-sucking again, aren't we? How about do that at your own time? Not here. I don't want to be seeing that. I feel like I haven't seen the red dinosaur in a hot minute. Eh, stupid bitches. I don't think so. You really think I was gonna let you go after what you just did to me? Oh, all these enemies squeak when you defeat them. The bird, the dragon, and that alien that's doing God knows what. They all squeak. Take a massive shit on all you guys. Or not you guys. I'm talking about the enemies though. No, I would not do that to my viewers. No, I was talking about the enemies. Bitches. I hate these purple bitches. They think they're all that because the color of purple, and purple represents royalty. They think they're hot shit just because they're purple. Alright, I have four more levels left, including this one. Oh, I know I'm gonna die here. Here, come here, bitches. The afternoon slump. Bitch. Just let me get the ball. I can't do nothing. These bitches won't let me go. See, look, they won't let me do anything. I'm just trying to get the ball. These bitches keep trapping me. There. What the hell are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, sicko? Oh, another one would have been nice. Oh, that was too soon. Trying to tell me to hurry up. Alright, after this level, I'm gonna end the stream right here, or at least until I put in my initials. There we go. That took less time than I thought. Oh shit, that's right, I beat my high score. 700, 730k. I had 695k. Despite all the game overs that I got. Wow, 745k. That's almost 750,000. No, that is cute. That's really cute. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna end the stream right here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your Saturday, and I will definitely be back with another stream. Now that I've explained everything as to why I was gone for 2 months, and I've, vented as much as I needed to, given my endeavors. I should be back to streaming regularly. I usually stream on the weekends. Sometimes on the weekdays if I have the energy to after work. But if I'm gonna stream on the weekends, I'd rather do it on a Monday. I was gonna say a Friday, but no, Friday is not only my me day, my solo date day, and my cleaning and laundry day, but no, not Fridays. So usually Saturday and Sunday afternoons. Sometimes Mondays if I have the energy to. But I shall see you guys tomorrow, probably with a different game. Yeah, probably with a different game. Anyways, you guys take care. Thank you guys for being patient. And I do appreciate you guys a lot more than you think, whether you're a Twitch viewer or a YouTube viewer. I do appreciate all of you guys more than you know. I may not say that enough, but I do. Anyways, guys, you guys take care. See you tomorrow.